Black Friday sales may topple tax thresholds in the EU and US. With the holiday season fast approaching, UK companies should be aware of EU VAT and US sales tax thresholds before selling overseas. As the holiday shopping season approaches, UK businesses will be under more scrutiny from tax authorities across the globe for their international sales. For UK-based companies that buy and sell from the European Union and the United States, there are a number of remote seller sales tax laws to be aware of. As fourth quarter sales will be larger than the preceding 3 quarters combined, large-scale EU sellers may be pushed over both the EU VAT distance selling and US remote seller tax thresholds. Richard Asquith, Vice President of Global Indirect Tax at Avalara, said, "The tax authorities in the EU and US have been investing heavily in staff and analytic software to spot sellers who have passed these thresholds. A number, including Germany, France, Italy and Austria, are requiring marketplaces to report sellers' transactions in detail. In the US, similar marketplace responsibilities have been rolled out." Following the 2018 Wayfair ruling in the US Supreme Court, nearly all US states can now tax foreign sellers for the first time. Additionally, for many sellers, this is the first major holiday season that this law is in place for. How much can my client sell? With Black Friday and Cyber Monday fast approaching, retailers will be pushing out discounts and price breaks to capitalize on holiday sales. While the US is a large market, it is important for tax advisors to know where the financial limits are and where to draw the line. Many new marketplace obligations include the power for tax authorities to force platforms to block offending sellers, Asquith said. This means it is more important than ever that sellers identify if they are over any tax threshold. Some states operate on a $100,000 sales limit or delivering over 200 products into the state, whichever comes first. It is important to remember that companies have to pay both federal tax, governed by the Internal Revenue Service, IRS, and state tax, which is governed by the state and ranges from 0% to 9.43%. For companies exporting goods into the EU, HMRC says that UK VAT should be charged until the value of your supplies in a calendar year exceed the distance selling threshold in that country. Additionally, if a company trades above the UK Intrastat threshold, all distance sales that were made to a non-taxable person should be reported on an Intrastat supplementary declaration form. Even for more on this story, visit the news article link.